Hi guys, my name is Peter and welcome to our channel. Today I'd like to show you my prototype of Game Boy Advance SP Mini. And before I show you our actual prototype, let me tell you a little bit story how everything starts. I mean, you probably know me already. I like modifying consoles, make my own. And Game Boy Advance, actually I really like it. I mean the SP model. Original one is good too, but SP I like better. And currently I do have 3 of them. A lot of time if I see a good opportunity to snap at one of those, for example buying on eBay, dirt cheap, or a really reasonable price, even in a rough condition, I will pick it up. And then when I pick it up, if it's a really rough condition, I mean this guy is pretty good, all original. Not too many scratches, very light scratches. I like it. But this guy, actually, right here is a housing. It has some mid scratches on the bottom. On some areas has a rough scratches. What usually I do in those cases, I'm just gonna pick it up a new case, like this one, Zelda edition, and just do restoration or rebuilding. Pretty much you're replacing the whole new case. In my case, when I do that for myself or for a friend of mine, I usually try it, especially if the back label is still good, I usually try it, keep it original one, because the one it comes with, first of all, it's the wrong part number, I mean the model number, and then you can tell it's not original. Removing original label, if it's still in good shape from original housing, is not big deal. You should use the heat gun, heat it up a little bit, remove it, then stick it on the back of a new case. That case, it looks like real deal. It looks like a real deal Game Boy Advance Zelda edition. Anyway, in all those times when I replacing housings for my Game Boy Advance or a friend's Game Boy Advance, I usually left with old housing. This one actually is pretty good shape. And instead throwing away like a lot of people do, usually I keep it spare parts just for in case, or for my new future project. And then pretty much I start accumulating old cases laying around. And I don't know, a couple months ago or so, I decided, well, let me try build it something from those cases. In my first prototype, it looks like that. And pretty much, I mean, I did made non-foldable unit. Pretty much, it doesn't fold like original one, like we already get used to. The advantage is I was trying to make look similar to original old black and white Game Boy Advance, not foldable and rectangle shape. What I gained, half-inch shorter. It's around, I believe, 10 or 12 grams. The case itself lighter, and it's not foldable. And then if you compare it, if you open it, it's pretty much like I said, half-inch shorter, probably 3/16 lower. I mean over here. If you compare it to a highest point, which the screen is, then it's the same height. Because on this prototype, you see I tilted a little bit screen itself. I mean it's glued pretty good, and actually it's holding one screw. Pretty much this prototype, why I I'm making. That case, it's easy swap. If you do have a Game Boy Advance SP, you just open it, remove it all guts, put it in this one, screws it back together, and you will have non-foldable Game Boy Advance SP Mini. I mean, because it's slightly shorter, but you don't have to do a lot of modification for electronic part. And this prototype, kinda like it, kinda didn't. I mean, I said, well, I have to make a little bit smaller. Let's see if I can make a little bit smaller. My second prototype, similar style, it's an inch shorter. if you compare it to, for example, when I unfolded one, you will see 1 inch, 1 full inch shorter. In this case, compared to a full, original case, I believe it's even light. I believe it's like 13 or 14 grams lighter. This is a demo. It's not playable. It doesn't have guts. But I just show you how it's gonna look. The screen is flat. I didn't tilt it. And when you play it, actually, when you hold it, it feels nice and comfortable. The screen sits horizontally. Pretty much your fingers, like on this guy. Well, it feels pretty comfortable too. Don't get me wrong. Original Game Boy Advance SP, it feels really nice, at least in my hand. It's a little bit crimped for my size of hand, but I like it. This guy, it feels to me, because the screen it's lowered close to control buttons. It feels even kind of cooler, I should say. It feels something different, and I always build my handhelds to be different. And this guy, like I said, full inch shorter. It's a big advantage. Of course, it's not foldable, but still, it's kind of, like I said, it's different. It's something cool, and I'm gonna bring you closer to show you how it looks. I even cut it a little bit housing. You see, rounded and cut it to make sure when you play it, you will not hit a screen frame. Everything else is same. It's using same battery. The cartridge go in the same direction. All switches, it will be same. Pretty much the bottom part functional is same way as was before. The same screen, but it's in a different position. Pretty much when you hold it, to me it kind of feels a little bit more old school or more close to original style, and kind of like it. Well, I'd like to hear some opinions from you guys. You like it or hate it? What your thoughts about that design, that idea? If you don't mind, leave it comments. We will really appreciate it. And if you do like that video, click it like. We will, like I said, appreciate it. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.